Hey guys. Alright, today we are going to talk about how to find the area of a triangle. Make sure you write down everything you see on the screen and make sure you write down everything that I write down. So your objective for today, you will be able to calculate the area of triangles. Well, first of all, let's talk about the parts of a triangle. A triangle has a height and it has a base. So the height, it's always going to start at a vertex, which is just the point where two sides meet. So it starts at a vertex, and then it is going to go in a straight line down to the opposite side. So the height is the perpendicular segment from a vertex of a triangle to the line containing the opposite side. So as you see here, this height, it intersects with this side perpendicularly, and we know that because they intersect at a 90-degree angle. Now, the opposite side that it intersects with is called the base. Now, it doesn't matter which vertex you put the height at, as long as you have a corresponding base. So as you can see here, we have three of the same triangle. But we have the vertex at the top here. Over here, the vertex is at the bottom left. We follow it to the opposite side, so that has to be the base. On this triangle, we start at the vertex on the bottom right, follow that in a straight line, and then this opposite side would be the base. You may see the height measured on the outside of the triangle. That's okay as well. Just keep in mind this height has to intersect perpendicularly with this side, which means this side would still be the base. Now the formula for area of a triangle is area equals 1/2 base times height, or area equals base times height divided by 2. Remember, anytime we take half of something, that's just the same as dividing it by 2. And we are going to stick to this formula as we are going through these examples. Right, your steps. You want to identify the parts. That means you want to find your base and you want to find the height of the triangle. Then you want to write down the formula. This is very important. You always want to do this when you're solving these problems. Then you want to substitute your information into the formula, and then you're going to solve. So in example 1, we want to find the area of this triangle. So we need to identify the parts. So we see that a line starts here at this vertex, and then if we follow it down, we know that's the height. So 3 is the height. And this height intersects perpendicularly with this side, which measures 8, so that's the base. So the base equals 8. Now we want to write down the formula. Area equals base times height divided by 2, and then we want to substitute. Area equals the base of 8 times the height of 3 divided by 2. I put this 3 in parentheses not only to show that these are going to be multiplied, but I also want to keep 8 and 3 separated. I don't want to get mixed up and think that says 83. So now I'm just going to solve this, and I want to start with the top. Solve the top first. So 8 times 3 is 24. That means the area equals 24 divided by 2, and we know 24 divided by 2 is 12. Our units are centimeters, and don't forget that area is the amount of square units that cover a space, so these are centimeters squared. Alright, example 2, we want to find the area of this triangle. So we want to identify the parts. So we have a line intersecting this vertex. If we follow it down, that's our height. So we have a height of 5. This height intersects perpendicularly with this side, which measures 1.2. So our base is 1.2. Now I want to write down the formula. Area equals base times height divided by 2. Now I want to substitute. area equals the base of 1.2 times the height of 5 divided by 2. I am going to come out here to solve this part. 1.2 times 5. We know 2 times 5 is 10. 1 times 5 is 5, plus 1 is 6, and we have 1 decimal place. So that means our area equals 6 divided by 2. So the area equals 3 millimeters squared. Alright, example 3. We want to find the area of this triangle. Alright, so we have the line intersecting this vertex. So if we follow that, we see that our height measures 3.2. And then that's going to intersect with this side that measures 8. So our base equals 8. Now I want to write the formula. Area equals base times height divided by 2. Now I want to substitute. Area equals a base of 8 times a height of 3.2 divided by 2. Now I'm going to come out here and solve this. 3.2 times 8. 2 times 8 is 16. 3 times 8 is 24, plus 1 is 25. And I have 1 decimal place. So that means my area equals 25.6 divided by 2. And I'm going to come out to the side again. I'm going to solve this division problem. Remember, top dog goes in the house. I'm going to bring my decimal up. 2 goes into 2 one time. 2 goes into 5 2 times. And 2 goes into 16 8 times. So that means that our area equals 12.8 inches squared. Alright, example 4. A triangular piece of paper has a base of 4 centimeters. If its area is 10 centimeters squared, what is its height? Alright, so let's identify the parts that we have been given. It says a triangular piece of paper has a base of 4 centimeters. So the base equals 4. And it says it has an area of 10 centimeters squared. So our area equals 10. And it wants to know the height. We do not know the height of this triangle. So that's what we have to find. So let's go ahead and write down the formula. So area of a triangle equals base times height divided by 2. Now I want to substitute. Area is 10. They already gave us area, so I've got to substitute 10 for the letter A. So that equals a base of 4 times the height. We don't know the height, so I'm going to leave that as the letter H. So 4 times H would simply be written as 4H, and that's divided by 2. Alright, remember, when we have a variable, we want to isolate it. So the first thing we want to do is we want to get rid of this 2. So if we are dividing by 2, we want to do the inverse of that and multiply by 2. So I'm going to go ahead and bring down my equal sign. So that means on both sides, we're multiplying by 2. That will cancel, and I'm left with 4 times H. And then we know 10 times 2 is 20. So 20 equals 4 times something. 4 times some mystery number. So I'm going to bring down my equal sign. H needs to be isolated. So if H is being multiplied by 4, we have to do the inverse and divide by 4 on both sides. So I'm left with H on the right and then 20 divided by 4 is 5. So that means the height of this triangle equals 5 centimeters. All right, now it's time for you to try. Make sure that you complete both of these problems so that you can get full credit on your notes. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next class day.